Everybody, terpujilah Yesus Kristus, Laudetur Yesus Kristus. We are here honored to welcome all of you. Pertama, Bapak Kardinal dari Roma, Father Marcus, Ambassador Amrich, all Father Justinus, your coordinator, yes, and all of you in the house of the Holy Father in Jakarta. I myself thank you very much for this second visit of you. I remember very well, Your Eminence, that all the journalists, Ambassador Amrich, they came to pay homage to the late Pope Benedict XVI. And we have with Cardinal Suhario also a very familiar, nice and cordial exchange after the signature of the book. Today you are here to welcome, to read, and to listen also, and to question one of the most prominent cardinal of the Roman Curia, taking care of this very essential aspect of the Church, which is the dialogue between the person who have different faiths, different belief, the interreligious dialogue. You can read on my face happiness, and we all are very happy to welcome you in this house. And I would like to introduce your wonderful moment of exchange with a prayer, asking our Father in heaven to bless all of us, all of you, your family, your work. But today is also February 11th, the feast of Our Lady appeared in Lourdes, France. So we will invoke also the maternal presence of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Dalam nama Bapa dan Putera dan Roh Kudus. Amin. Bapa kami yang ada di surga, dimuliakanlah namamu, datanglah kerajaanmu, jadilah kehendakmu di atas bumi seperti di dalam surga. Berilah kami rezeki pada hari ini, dan ampunilah kesalahan kami, seperti kami pun mengampuni yang bersalah kepada kami. Dan janganlah masukkan kami ke dalam percobaan, tetapi bebaskanlah kami dari yang jahat. Amin. Salam Maria, penuh rahmat, Tuhan sertamu, terpujilah engkau di antara wanita, dan terpujilah buah tubuhmu Yesus. Santa Maria, Bunda Allah, doakanlah kami yang berdosa ini, sekarang dan waktu kami mati. Amin. Kemuliaan kepada Bapa dan Putera dan Roh Kudus, seperti pada permulaan, sekarang, selalu, dan sepanjang segala masa. Amin. Thank you once again. Father.
So good morning to everybody. I am very thankful to the Ambassador to be here with us. Father, thank you very much to the Apostolic Nuncio and the Apostolic Justicia for giving us this possibility of gathering together again as we gather some of you in Rome together with Romo Marcus, that is with us, and that whom you know very, very, very well. So, as I promise you, that inshallah we will, God's willing, meet in Jakarta. Here we are. So once again, first of all, I think that we have to praise our Lord for the gift we have received, because Christian faith and Christian spirituality that we are living in our common daily life, it is our strength, it is the presence of the Lord who is leading us, each one of us, is giving us the chance for being in communion with the universal church.
Ya, apa ada yang butuh terjemahan?
Tidak,
Hah?
tidak usah,
Tidak usah ya?
tidak usah.
Oke.
Ya,
No need.
Okay, so, as Christians, we have to give a witness, and this is our responsibility, but it's not a responsibility, it's not a law, but it is a gift we receive from the Lord. And this is what we are going to meditate tomorrow in the Eucharist. It is not the old law, it is the new law Jesus gave us through this commandment of loving Him and loving our neighbor as we love ourselves. So it is this commandment that leads us to be open to every human person. It is not just something that remains in my heart, in my life, with my family, but we Christians, we have to be open to the reality we are living in the world, that although there are different cultures, different religious traditions, we are at the same time all members of the same and unique human family. So our responsibility is how to build, as Pope Francis says, bridges rather than elevating walls of separation, of difference, of exclusion. Inclusiveness is an essential element of our Christian identity. We, from our own identity, that we cannot renounce our identity, we have to be always open to what is our faith, to what is our life, and to how do we correspond accordingly in our relationship with our other human beings. So, Pope Francis, since the beginning of his pontificate, he is insisting very much about the importance of promoting human fraternity. And I think that this should be the cornerstone of our work, and for you as journalists to keep always in mind that we have to rely always on this, besides our differences, on this reality of being and feeling all of us as members of the only one human family. So this is a beauty, and difference is not something that divides, but on the contrary, it gives us the possibility of creating in this diversity, to create this unity that you have in your own country, in your own nation, this not just that, this unity in diversity, creating this spirit of communion and of working together besides our differences. Because it is like the rainbow. It is, I think, as I told you, for those who visited Rome and on the way to pilgrimage have this chance, and visiting our Dikasteri, I was mentioning this symphony of the world. We have to unite our different notes, the sound of music, in order to create this symphony of communion, of unity in diversity. There cannot be a society, there cannot be a human life or relationship unless we discover, rely, and trust in the differences of our belonging. different culture, to different religious belief. If I try to say that only my faith, only my culture, only my point of view is the one who has to prevail, then we will not be able to promote this sound of music. I cannot say to make a concert all of us together if I say I am the best and my note is do, and so if I say do with one note of the sound of music, there will be no possibility to create this harmonious combination of different notes, of different points of view that all together are able of creating this symphony of the world. Now, this means that human fraternity, I think, is the cornerstone, because every time that we make an effort to create this spirit of friendship, we are building community, we are building the spirit, the gospel. So we, for us, as Christians that are wishing to live in this spirit of living with people of other religious tradition. So I encourage you all, because it is not a question of thinking of my own faith, but it is a question for us of being open to the reality of others, so that together we may build our society. I have mentioned Your Excellency, the Ambassador, when I met with them, how important it is we have to cultivate. I mean, Panchasila is something that has to be cultivated. It's not just a gift, give a gift. Yeah, okay, you know, our country, unity, diversity, and so this is something that has to be built day after day, and creating this harmonious living with people of other religious tradition, of other cultures, of other points of view, in order that together we may really live in this spirit Pope Francis is desire, in his desire wants for the entire world. So in this spirit, I would like perhaps if we pass to create that spirit of sharing together by raising questions and well, opening a dialogue among us. It's okay.
So teman-teman bisa bertanya, ya, atau bikin komentar, atau mungkin ada masukan-masukan apa, bisa dalam bahasa Inggris, bisa juga dalam bahasa Indonesia, nanti bisa diterjemahkan. Ya, terima kasih.
Good morning.
Ya.
Good morning.
Perkenalkan nama dari mana? Dari media mana ya?
Good morning, Monsignor, Father. I am Reni from UCA News, the Union of Catholic Asian News. I would like to ask you about the appreciation or the honor which will be given by State University in Jakarta tomorrow.
Monday.
Monday. Okay. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Today is Saturday. Sorry. Okay. So, what is the significance of the honor for Pope Francis and also for the Church, Catholic Church in Indonesia, especially, and in the world? Because the honor is given to Pope Francis for his contribution in building good relation or good dialogue between countries and between religions in the world. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. As you know, Pope Francis, as the previous popes, there is this tradition in the Catholic Church, thanks be to God, that the Holy Father organizes, thanks to the invitation of the local national episcopal conferences, together with the authority